Welcome to the Brazilian Beat, episode 96, with Chara Yuge, director of Istanbul School of Samba. Join us as we get to know the Brazilian percussion music making community, one interview at a time. This is Diana.
And this is Courtney. Hello out there,
Hey, folks.
everybody. Hello, Diana.
Hey, Courtney. How's it going?
Good. This was a fun interview to do.
Oh, it was.
What a happy guy.
Yeah, he's really great. Mm-hmm. So great to make these connections out there.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
So today's guest, Chara, is the director of the Istanbul School of Samba. He has played with an array of influential musicians over the years, starting when he was in high school. For his college education, he moved to Istanbul, where he also enrolled at Drum Club Istanbul. During this time, he had a chance to work with outstanding drummers and to attend drum workshops in Europe. Being part of that environment, playing and expressing himself through music became natural, and he found opportunities to work with different musicians and was exposed to different styles of music. This enabled him to integrate different musical influences to his music and compose fusions of his own. He quickly progressed to playing in different genres and styles before discovering samba and getting involved in various bands. In 2011, Chara worked with famous musician and film score composer Gökhan Kırdır. In a short span of time, Chara was asked to perform with numerous bands, musicians in live performances, several TV shows, album recordings, and video clips.
In 2014, he studied with Mestre Milo da Portela to master his samba swing. Later on, through learning from many other musicians as well, he started to become a regular for baterias around Europe, such as Bloco X or Bloco X, Sapucaí no Samba, Samba Sapiens, Samba Universo, Unidos de Hamburgo. Performing in Germany, Spain, Italy, Serbia, Russia, Portugal, and Poland. In 2020, Chara performed with Porto da Pedra, Estácio de Sá, Batuque Batu, and Blocos dos Gringos in Rio. He also attended the workshop of well-known samba schools and mestres such as Acadêmicos do Salgueiro. He studied with Dudu Fuentes, Gabriel Policarpo, Vaguinho do Repique, Sobre Repique, and Brunino do Repique. In addition to being an international touring artist and freelance drummer, Chara has also been giving drum, percussion, and samba lessons, and since 2014, he has been the director of Istanbul School of Samba.
Disclaimer, we do not speak Turkish, so please excuse our Turkish accents or lack thereof.
We're trying.
Yes.
If you all have the means, please consider giving back to the Ritmistas of Brazil through Ritmo Solidario. We have links on our website on every episode where you can do that. You can find Shina do Estácio and his nonprofit, Ritmo Solidario. The pandemic is still happening, as we all know, so people are still hungry and in need of help. So this is your chance to give back.
And if you still have the means, consider donating to our global community on Ko-fi.com. That's ko-fi/the Brazilian Beat, where you can buy us a coffee. You can make a monthly donation. You can make a one bulk sum donation, and this goes to helping us put this podcast out. Helping us with equipment and website, just all kinds of things. So if you feel the urge, join us on Ko-fi.
This podcast is also sponsored by GoSamba.net. Samba drums, Maracatu drums, gear. Go check it out. GoSamba.net.
And she also has if you're in the Portland area, there's a little shop within Rhythm Traders.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rhythm Traders gave me some space. So
how's that going?
It's going well. It's going well. Yeah, it's exciting to have stuff like where people can go physically touch it and play it.
Exactly.
Check it out. Mm-hmm. Another way you can support this podcast is to rate us on Apple Podcasts and to tell a friend and subscribe to the podcast. That actually helps us a lot. So thank you very much. We hope you all enjoyed this episode, and we'll talk to you at the end. Good morning, Diana. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Who do we have today?
Today, live from Istanbul, Turkey, we have Charo Yüce. Welcome.
Hi.
Charo is the director of the Istanbul School of Samba, and we are so excited to have him here with us.
Yeah, I'm excited too because we were waiting for this for a couple of weeks or a
We
month, right?
Yeah, we've been trying to schedule this. Yes.
Yeah. But I'm really happy to be with you guys. Thanks for having me.
Merhaba.
Merhaba. Wow. You're already here.
I'm set. Yes.
Perfect.
Well, thank you so much for being here. We usually start these interviews by asking folks about their background. How did you start in music? Was your family musical, and how'd you get started?
Yeah, actually, I should get back to my childhood. Because I actually didn't start playing something, but I was like my father and my mother. They were teachers, so they just were assigned to a village. It's like a gypsy village. So I was like 2 3 years old, but I was the only white boy. So you can imagine the music is always going on. So I think because also for Brazilians, they say they just born into this music, so that's
Right.
why their samba swing is perfect because it comes from the roots and their ear already
Mm-hmm.
started to hear the music. So that I think it's coming from these very early ages. Yeah, but then also my father he's a traditional Turkish dance teacher,
Oh, wow.
and
Great.
yeah, he has always a lot of groups to teach dancing. And in all rehearsals there were live musicians, so that I was just going to watch there. And I think it's also just give some poison to my so then yeah, the like I started in high school years, but it was not professional. I was actually a basketball player for like 10 12 years.
Oh.
Yeah, uh, I'm telling you this because I found something. like like I was the playmaker. I was playing guard position, so it was
Mhm.
like it needs a lot of dribbling with the ball.
Mhm.
So after I started drums, I just figure out that it's all the same technique when you just bounce the ball and
Mm-hmm.
drumming, so that I think it helps me to improve myself very fast. My teacher said. So like in college years, I just moved to Istanbul because I was born in Çanakkale. It's a, city near the sea in Bosphorus,
Mhm.
also near Istanbul. So after I graduated from high school, I came to Istanbul to study, but it was not music. It's like management information systems.
Mhm.
But then I just decided to take some drum lessons. So after that, after like 1 2 years, I found a drum school. It's called Drum Club Istanbul. So that I started to go there after my education time. I mean, a lot of people knows me those years. Like I was running to the studio, so it was a famous street in Istanbul. It's called Istiklal Street.
Yes.
So like it's a long street with shops and everything, clubs and bars. So like from the beginning to end, I every almost every day I was running to the studio to just play drums.
Yeah.
so
Is that on that
so
one is that on that street where all the, instrument shops are?
yeah, it's end of it.
Oh, okay, yes, I
Actually,
know where it is, yes.
yeah, there are symbols and everything.
Yes.
So like I was just continued there maybe 5 6 years, maybe more. Then I also started to teach drums for a while. uh, their goal is to just create some worldwide drummers. that's what I loved about it. Because like in all these basic drums education, they just try to just create yourself in different genres like rock, funk, samba, African music. So they made a really nice education. Like they give you the chance to like play as yourself in different genres. So that during this time, I just figure out that there is samba. So when I was always playing samba rhythms, but then I realized the samba now we're into is actually different than a drummer plays. You know,
Hmm.
uh, like you play in the drum set. Because then I figure out, oh, because I was always searching samba and different samba patterns and rhythms. So then I realized, oh, there are big baterias and full of people. They are playing, sharing the energy. So I was just watching and try to find someone to make this music, but I couldn't find
Hmm.
for long years. So I was alone and playing samba in the studio alone. So then I just went to a very east part of Turkey for my military service. So of course they made me the sergeant of the marching band.
Nice.
So there I start teaching how to play drums because almost every day we have some shows. Like it was a big district, and every day we it starts with the marching band,
Hmm.
like the day. So
Oh,
and
huh.
during the day we always play drums, like practicing every day. It's all our job, in the military.
Awesome.
And also we went outside to play some shows, like on the special days in the
Mm.
fest times.
Hmm.
So like of course I'm just get a little bit bored about these marches, and so I tried to find some our own songs like funk, hip hop, reggae. I Because there are also brass players and I teach, we find some new melodies and we just started to play our own arrangements.
And the
So
military was okay with that?
no, of course not. Because one day one commander just I mean the commander of the marching band, he just invited me and said, what do you think you're playing? And I said, oh, it's just for fun. And he was very strict, and you
Mm.
cannot play this in the shows because we were just kicked out from the military, he said. So I said, no, I was just trying to find some funny ways to teach drums to the kids, because the others are very younger than me.
Mm.
Hmm.
So like they are very motivated. When I see it, I just try to just support it. So I said it's just for fun. So we're playing with it. So it was okay. Those times I thought a lot to build a new band when I'm back to Istanbul.
Mm.
Like I wasn't thinking about samba, but everything like funk, hip hop, reggae. I just want to be include all genres I love. Like I want to build a band when I'm back.
Hmm.
So, but then I was lucky because I used to play with a metal band, and the bass player called me and said, I just find a band and they looks very okay and very funny. So they want they just looking for some drummers if you want to join. So they invite me to join a samba group.
Hmm.
So I started to play Kaisha. So I met Mehmet Urunlu there. He's my first mentor in samba. So it was actually our old samba group. So I started to play with them like around 5 6 years, I think. So I only play Kaisha those times.
Hmm.
So then Mehmet told me that, oh, I found a workshop in Serbia, and they're looking for some samba players. At least they need some 5 years experience, because there will be an advanced workshop. So I have no idea who will be there for the workshop, but I said, okay, let's try go to Serbia. So I met Mestre Nilo there,
Oh, cool.
Cool.
from Portela.
Hmm.
Yeah, and also he came with his Kaisha director. So there, I focused also mostly on Kaisha, but when I see the swing and everything, I said, I was playing samba for 5 6 years those times, and I said, the thing we played is not samba. It's like something Turkish samba or something like that, because
Hmm.
it's very different than we play.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So just it's just the first light in my samba career,
Mm.
and I really focused to play the best kaisha. I mean, of course it was not it doesn't happen just with a click, so I just worked hard to just improve my samba swing on kaisha first when I'm back also. But they teach me a lot of new stuff, so that when I came back, I just tell everyone in the group that, guys, this is not samba.
Uh,
So yeah,
how did they react to that when you told
so
them?
it was like first, because everyone used to play on his own way,
Mm-hmm.
so like it was very hard to impose this idea to
Mm-hmm.
just improve our swing,
Mm-hmm.
because then I just realized that, oh, okay, because a group or samba school should just follow some ways, so everyone should be stick to it, because otherwise I was the only Kaisha player who's playing very differently than the others.
Right.
So there was a it's not sounds well, it's like a chaos when everyone plays the same swing.
Hmm.
So yeah, after years we played like hundreds, thousands of performances, but it was like that. So then we just left the old samba group, and we decided to make a new samba school, because it was most like a samba group. We're playing with on the gigs, on
Hmm.
the openings and everything. But my idea and Mehmet's idea was like to build a samba school. So we I just travel a lot. I will also talk about it a little bit later, because I travel a lot, just met a lot of samba people in different countries, and I saw how the schools going on, how they manage it. So I have in years I have a lot of friends, and they also gave me some ideas. Of course, there is a Turkey reality, because every single country has its own rules and culture.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to figure out how to just be successful on this. So we thought about it, and just we started a samba school. It's called, Istanbul School of Samba. So we were like couple of people in at the beginning. Then a lot of other old samba members just joined us, and now, like after 6 7 years, we're around 50 people.
Nice.
That's great.
Yeah. So that's it actually, basically.
Yeah. Wow. That's
So, but of course, we're gonna get into details. I
Yes, of
I think.
course. Yes,
yeah.
definitely. Charo, can you tell us about the scene in Istanbul? Is there a big Brazilian scene besides your own group? And how is the
uh,
music received and the performance aspect?
yeah, actually, it's not a huge scene, I can say, because we're the biggest. I mean, the most crowded group
Hmm.
on the school. But of course, after us, there were some uh, groups as well. There were one group in Istanbul and one more group in Izmir. It's
Mm-hmm.
another city.
Mm-hmm.
And in Izmir, there was a Brazilian guy moved to Istanbul and he built it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but the other bands, like, they're just copying what we do, but they are not samba groups
Mm-hmm.
or school.
Mm-hmm.
They're just trying to copy what we did, and they go to earn some money with these sources, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that I saw this because, you know, we also have brass players in the,
Right. I saw that.
so we also have some our own arrangements with some popular songs and everything, also with some samba songs. We also play enredos. And so that some these songs started to play after we play it. So I just try to create, I mean, with Mehmet, of course, we just try to build something uh, will be rare and not easy to copy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that of course I so you will ask which resources you're just you can recommend, or you just getting to create some stuff. So basically it's our own experience, because Mehmet and me also travels a lot, like and in every samba festival, or like in every workshop. So it's a chance to learn new things, you know.
Mm, sure.
And also when you go to, because like I always go to Germany, Spain, Italy, Serbia, Russia, Portugal, Poland, I mean, to and last year, of course, Brazil. And like in every country, they found a different approach. And like we know a lot of common breaks, you know, all these famous schools are playing.
Mm-hmm.
So mostly baterias and samba schools are just copying the same thing and play the same popular breaks, for example, or the popular enredos. uh, of course, when we're playing the enredos, we also try to play the original. But like besides, I mean, when we come to the breaks, we try to just play it in our own way, you know, because not every break suits your own samba school.
Mm-hmm.
So after I came back from some festivals, and I was there, I take some notes to try when I'm back. So when I'm back, I just started to teach what I learned from the other groups. So we try how it sounds. I just check the energy. So sometimes the energy gets really high, so it means the group just accept this break, you know. But sometimes also there will be residents, like people just uh, they try to play, but not from heart. Like they're like, okay, we're playing this, but they don't like it actually somehow,
Hmm.
or somehow it doesn't sound like the original one, or something
Mm-hmm.
like this. So I said, okay, not this one. Or just try to arrange it according to us, because yeah, every group dynamics are different. So uh, so we decide how we can play if we
Mm-hmm.
are the one and play this kind of a break. So how we play it in our own way. We just try to just create a style. So when you listen to it, oh, it should be Istanbul School of Samba. So that's the, I mean, idea, but we'll see if we can manage it well or not in years.
Can we talk about your group as far as how is it structured, and um, where you rehearsed, all the details like that?
Yeah, of course. Where we rehearse is a really big problem, of course.
Yeah.
So I just want to start with that because of this pandemic, uh, we need to take a break
Mm-hmm.
because we used to rehearse at a theater.
Mm.
So for years, it was a small theater. Uh, but it was just enough for us. I mean, for all the people came to the rehearsal. So then, during this pandemic, they are kicked out. So they just should move to another place. But the new place is not good for us
Mm.
because of this soundproof stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we are very loud, you know. You can imagine. So that now we are searching for a new place during these days.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the main problem what we have today.
Sure.
So yeah, because before we also experienced the same situation before we found this theater. So we used to work at a studio. It was a big one. Then the owner was changed, and they said they got some compliments. So like you cannot rehearse here anymore. So we started to try different studios every week
Mm-hmm.
because we have rehearsal every week, like 2 times. So that we started to try different studios. So every week, like almost the half of the rehearsal, there was a complaint, and we are just kicked out
Mm.
because of the loud. Or sometimes they just called some authorities to come and check
Yeah.
the
Oh, gee.
yeah, the
Yeah.
level of the sound,
Mm-hmm.
so that we we just tried a lot of studios, and it
Just keep
never
changing
worked.
to a new one every week so that.
Yeah, but yeah, I was telling the same one, but until this happened, because one day there was a guy with the knife. It was a neighbor of the
Oh
studio.
no.
Yeah, and he came to the studio with a knife, and he was so angry because of the sound, noise,
Yeah.
and like the police came and everything, so that we just took everything and just left there. So I said, okay, we love samba, but if if it's worth our life, we
Wow.
couldn't play
Right.
it. Oh,
Wow.
Now you rehearse in Karakoi, is that right?
yeah, in Kadıköy. So there are another theaters as well. So we start checking the possibilities on different theaters.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there are some schools. Maybe after school hours, of course, we rehearse at night. So
Mm-hmm.
we will try as we do before. So there is some options, but we'll see. I hope it will be solved soon because we missed a lot to play
Sure.
together,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll be back very stronger than before. I That's my wish.
Of
A lot
course.
of groups here, at least in the United States, are now rehearsing outside to be separate.
Yeah, there
Can
is
you
also
guys do that?
no, it's not allowed to play outside.
Mm.
That's
Oh.
that's also a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, of course we play on the fest days, like we parade in. There was a famous street. It's called Baghdad Street. It's like on the other side, but it's like it's similar to Istiklal Street. It's
Mm-hmm.
also with a lot of shops, and there's a long street. So in fest days, there were like thousands of people celebrating the fest. So like all fests, we just go to the street and play at least 30 people just to cheer people up and like show that that there's a big group doing this kind of
Hmm.
thing, you know. So we're doing this like for a lot of years, so that all these old ladies, children, they all just are waiting for us on these days.
Hmm.
And some old ladies always can come to me and, you know, I was just searching for you guys. And please play, we are here for you. And
Oh,
you know, they love us, so
That's
it's
great.
perfect to just see people happy and dancing, you know. Even like samba in Turkey sounds like some aliens are playing a strange music sometimes. But yeah, children are always into it and they're jumping, and I love children, and I found them, you know, in the front once, and I took them, dance with them. Sometimes I forget the bateria and dancing with the children in the
Mhm.
front, you know.
how?
uh,
So you mentioned that you can't play outside. How? We have in the United States a lot of assumptions about Turkey and what it's like to be there. How is samba received by like the government, by the general population? Obviously, people don't like the noise. That's everywhere. But can you tell us
no,
about
I
that
mean,
aspect of it, if you can?
Actually, of course, we travel to other cities as well for some openings, some events, and everything. People love it actually, and I found the Brazilian culture is also similar, very close to Turkish culture. I
Mm,
mean, also the people, their lifestyle. So I found a lot of common behaviors, you know.
hmm
Uh, but like when you tell about some, for example, I received a message from someone unknown today, like he or she, it was like a fake account, but
Hmm.
asking me, are you doing samba? And I said yes, I'm doing it for years. So I started to tell about what we're doing. And actually people just when you tell samba, they only think about dance, you know,
Mhm.
not
hmm
the music,
Yeah.
because they're not familiar. They only see it on the news or like on TV, like about Rio Carnival. They only see the dancers there.
Right.
So, but actually, it's an easy way to connect. Like, so if there is dancing, there should be a music behind it, you know. So the first question, like when I mentioned samba, they said, "Oh, it's perfect, but I cannot dance very well." But I said, okay, me too, but we're playing and dancing. You know, so we just try to break this like thinking, way of thinking about samba. So it's not, of course, it's a dance, but uh, there is also a music, and some people should play it, you know, for the dancers and for the community and for everyone. So it's a, like a line that we need to break.
Mhm.
But at the end, we always got positive reactions from the um, from people outside. And I said it's not allowed to play outside, but it's actually you need to get how can I say? So there are some places, and you said sometimes the companies are doing for us, like when they're having an event.
Like
So
a
Mhm.
they say,
permit.
yeah, yeah, like a permit. So every time you should get a permit to play outside for the specific day. They don't say anything only for fest days, because you know, everyone is outside and celebrating. When couple of times we got some problems with the police and everything, but
Mm,
people are just protesting police. So so they don't touch us on these
hmm,
specific days. But we
hmm.
cannot say let's just meet near the seaside and play together today.
Mm.
So it's not possible actually. So that's not a good thing for us to to play together. That's why my also next plans includes the find some connections with the government.
Mm-hmm.
Just like I'm gonna offer some. I'm gonna ask for permit and also offer them to play on their events free,
Mhm.
so
Mm-hmm.
that it will be a both win-win deal, So we can play outside, so it will be perfect for us. And also, they are doing some events for the community, for the people who lives there. So it will be also a perfect match.
So you have dancers as part of your group, is that correct?
Uh, Not actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we have a lot of dancer friends
Mm.
from different countries. When we went to a festival, we go to Coburg festival.
Mhm.
So, like in these big festivals, I have a lot of friends, very close friends, because we met thousands of times in
Sure.
different countries,
Mm-hmm.
different samba festivals. So, like, they without even asking, they are just dressing their clothes, their
Ah,
costumes,
okay.
and they came to our performance as
That's
a
Oh.
cool.
surprise. But also,
Oh,
I also ask some of them, to can you just dance with us also if the time, if the schedule is okay for you.
Mhm.
I also ask, but like at the end we have like 6 7 dancers on the stage.
yeah.
Yeah,
I saw that
yeah,
in
I
the
was watching.
video. Yeah.
Yeah, they are all very close friends, and I wanna thank you all of them, you know, because without them we have with no dancers. But when we come to the events in Turkey, yeah, we also have dancers, but they are not actually samba dancers
Mhm.
every time. Yeah, they are into samba, but they are not so. They are professional dancers and try to manage samba as well, and they have good costumes. So just we try to find a balance.
I see.
Without any dancer, it's not so. It doesn't look so nice. So yeah, we try to include them in some of the big events
Sure.
as well, but we pay them. I can
Mm.
say.
Mhm.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, they are not our dancers, but they are also friends, and they support us whenever we need.
I see.
So yeah, this also another plan to uh, the to build a dancer team
Mhm.
which belongs to Istanbul School of Samba. We have a lot of students. The young dancers. They are into Latin and everything, and they are very motivated. But the problem is we cannot find the person who will teach.
Sure. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. So my solution was to just invite some close friends
yeah.
again to Turkey and make a workshop. But the economy is not going well in Turkey for last
Mhm.
long years, I can say.
Mhm.
But especially this year, it's getting worse and worse. So like the euro is like equals to 10 lira,
Oh
like
wow.
€1. So it's like 10 times. So
Hmm.
it was the highest uh, time we like. So that, of course, when you invite someone, you should uh, give whatever they deserve.
Mhm.
And but in this case, it's becoming a little bit impossible these days.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's also actually it's still a plan. Uh, Maybe when life is getting a little bit more normal. When we're getting rid of this COVID thing,
Mhm.
it will be also on the to-do list. I
Sure.
can say. Yeah, because as I said, I just went to Berlin, Dresden, like uh, Coburg. So we met a lot of different samba schools, a lot of friends. I see them like more than 25 years they are doing the carnival in Berlin, and every year I was also invited to play there. It's really amazing carnival. So, and I also saw the baterias and like samba schools, and they are really older than us,
Mhm.
and I just try to get the tips how to make it
Mm-hmm.
uh, continue forever, and
Yeah,
like
cool.
becoming a family just include the children as well. So like I also try to, so what I see I just come back and try to perform like they do, or like the best part of it which suits with us.
Mhm.
So yeah, my goal is just to make a big family, and like after 20 years, 25 years, we will celebrate with our children like
Mm.
with a bigger family. uh, that's the main thing what I was dreaming about when I started this, because I saw that it's perfect, you know. uh, I was lucky that I was there on those carnivals and everything, and I just experienced with these wonderful moments I never forget. And I wanna make it also in Turkey. I know
Mhm.
it's hard, but uh, that's my crazy idea. So I'm insisting on continue doing this. But I don't
Great.
know why if I missed the question. Where were we?
I have a question about dancers in Turkey.
Ah,
So
yeah.
samba, samba dancers, they show a lot of skin. Is that acceptable there to have
Show a
dancers
lot of
skin? Like,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's another problem. For example, we were about to play at a festival near the seaside, and like we have two dancers. They were Russian, and they have these beautiful samba costumes, of course. And before the show, the organizers, they came to me and they said, you know, they couldn't wear this. They wanna see the costume they're gonna wear, and we showed it, and they said, you know, we cannot accept this, so they should wear something to cover their bodies, unfortunately. So, but as far as I told you before, those dancers are really professional, and they already knew it, so they have their backup, these
Mm,
cover
mhm.
up costumes as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, it happens. So uh, so it's not the same dancers what you see in different countries. I mean, uh, about costume thing, it's not always allowed. Of course, when we play on the beach, it's a beach festival or something like this. Sometimes we play at a reggae festival, or some different festivals, which is more confident. I mean, more relaxed.
Mhm.
mhm.
I can say. So those times are okay, but when it comes to a big show or big festival with another bands except samba, and with a lot of different famous popular singers, and somehow, so it means that there are some bureaucracy in it, so
Mhm.
that some people are just not allowing this to happen.
It's actually kind of the same here.
Yeah.
Well, in some, when some people hire you for corporate gigs, they don't want the bikinis. They want, the dancers to be more covered. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
they'll request that sometimes. It kind of
Oh.
depends on who is hiring you, but it's not,
Mhm. Yeah,
not.
of course.
It just depends. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Sometimes we play at the weddings, like we make surprises with the cake, so nobody sees us until we start playing. So we just appear on the way with the cake,
Mhm.
hmm
and when people are dancing, they don't recognize us. So like we start playing, the music stops and we start playing, and the cake is coming with us
Mhm.
in the front. So it's like a huge surprise for everyone,
Right.
with, with all the audience. So sometimes uh, the I mean the bride doesn't want it.
Yeah.
Because the dancers took all the attention.
Right.
That's why the bride doesn't want it sometimes, and she mentions it a lot of times.
Right. Yeah, I've definitely watched some uncomfortable folks watching us play when they've got dancers and they're kind of shifting in their seats and trying not to look at us. Yeah, it's funny the different reactions, and other people are like going crazy and loving it. Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, there are always two sides.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so I got used to it.
Yeah.
So just try to find a solution.
Mhm.
If they are not okay and we want to play very much, so of course it's not okay to accept everything every time, but somehow there are also some parameters you need to follow up.
Hmm.
And there are sometimes in some festivals there are some strict rules, so that if we want it so bad to play there, so we just say okay. But somehow we do some kind of little protesting, when we are playing.
Mhm. Mhm.
Somehow we just make the people learn about it,
Yeah.
or like feel it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Yes, I do.
So our behavior says, okay, we are very happy, we have a huge energy, we are here to share it with you guys,
Mhm.
but this is not okay.
Hmm.
But okay, we will have fun anyway, but but this is not okay, just keep it in your mind.
That's
So
cool.
yeah, like countries like Turkey, because it's changed a lot in the last 20 years. You know what I mean,
Hmm.
with the government. So that yeah, so we try to continue what we love, and of course there will be some restrictions, but it doesn't mean we will stop what we're doing. So of course we're gonna fight for it to make it better in a way. So in years, I hope it will be more acceptable, and people will be more understanding
Mhm.
on each other. But yeah, so but
Speaking of that, do you have does the government like give cultural like money, so do you get any funding from the government
Like
or
arts organizations.
of
yeah.
of course not.
I didn't think so, but I thought I would ask.
Of course not. So how we work is like everyone just pay something monthly.
Mhm.
So every member, and but as directors we don't earn anything
Mhm.
for teaching or anything, or organizing or anything. We just do it really for our pleasure, and like for this thing to continue and
Sure.
getting bigger. So like what we collect money from others, we pay it for the renting the theater or
Mhm.
whatever we need, like the transport, sometimes like to renewing the skins and the material we have, I mean the instruments and
Mhm.
everything, because it's also a big problem to buy new instruments, because Turkey, there is no place we can buy.
Mhm.
So like no place, so that uh, we used to find some websites, and we just buy from there for years, but now it's impossible because the euro is getting like a
Mm.
nightmare.
Yeah.
So yeah, last year I was in Rio, and before me 2 years before, Mehmet was there,
Mhm.
so that whenever we travel to some places like Brazil or some places Germany, like
Hmm.
we can find any samba store or something. So we try to buy with all our money to
Sure.
new instruments because yeah, somehow just we're not planning to get bigger like this, but you know there are a lot of people, and when everyone is motivated, so there will be like 50 people. So and like we have extra surdos, extra chocalios, everything extra,
Hmm.
just to be sure that when everyone is there, we have like healthy instruments with
Hmm.
like healthy skins and stuff. So like we should provide them so not to lose them, you know.
Hmm.
Mm.
Because when it happens, it's not so nice that people are just came to play with us and we said, you know, sorry, but we don't have enough kaisha or for you. And
Mm.
so, but of course, after years, we have also musicians. You like at the beginning, I guess, but I forgot to answer this question: how the bateria works. Like we are two directors, Mehmet Urunlu and me. So for the last years, he left all this directing stuff to me, but he's also in the bateria supporting surdos, and he loves to play tambourine. I mean,
Mm.
he's very good at tambourine. So he's directing surdos and tambourines mainly. I'm directing the whole bateria, and you know we have also brass players. I also with eye contact with them because we play breaks, we play enredos, we play also songs, so that to uh, like organize this is sometimes makes me a little bit chaotic, you know,
Mm.
because
It's
when
a lot.
the bateria stops, like the brass should get in, so that when I'm directing the bateria, I also gave some signals to the brass players as well, because of they should be on time and they should start playing. So after that, the bateria also join them. This kind of arrangements, but we can manage in a way because we're not like uh, 300, 500 bateria, so that so that for in years we just learned how to manage like 30, 50 people with two people, two
Hmm.
director, I can say. And but I we also started to just teach some our young members how to direct as well
Mm.
when we're not there,
Hmm.
like tambourine director. So we gave the chance to experience it in the rehearsals, I can say. And also there are some professional musicians in the in samba school, but of course they play in some, like some of them are playing with some famous bands, some famous singers, so that they have their own concerts and everything, so that they cannot come to all our rehearsals or all our shows.
Hmm.
But somehow I know that they are there and they are come and support us when we really need them.
Hmm.
So that and also we have like a lot of members who are with us like more than 10 years, so we used to play together more than 10 years. So they're not musicians, but they really learned how to play their own instrument, so that we try on the rehearsals when we have missing surdo player, like a very good kaisha player, just replace him or something like this. We make some arrangements, and also try them to learn the breaks when they play different instruments or how it goes. So I believe it's a good thing for everyone to try different instruments, because I'm also coming with that way.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Because as I told before, I started with Kaisha, then I. But when you say what is your primary instrument, I can now I say repinik because I should play. I play repinik and direct the bateria at the same time. because there are only 2 3 people can play repinik at the bateria. We mostly need kaisha instead of repinik
Yeah.
because yeah. So, but in different workshops, in different festivals, I also observe a lot for different instruments, like so that I improve my tambourine, chocalho, surdo, tercera, everything. So Mehmet also doing the same. So we just both of us try to play everything. So be really there and know about every what plays what and who plays what on exact breaks and songs, so that we should be clear and tell people in a clear way how to do it.
Hmm.
So that I also work different instruments and work hard on it to just improve and show it in a correct way.
Hmm.
I actually took a lot of notes before our chatting, because actually I said I started with it. The story started with a workshop with Mestre Nilo,
Hmm.
but then I just had a chance to attend a lot of workshops with some famous uh, guys and women who are really good at their job. Like also in Brazil, I went to I attended to a workshop of Salguero, for example. I played with Porta de Pedra, and also I played with Estacio, Batuque Batu. So and also there were a new Blocos dos Gringos. So so my very good friend and my I can say my second mentor is Antonio Fuentes. He was organizing this Gringo Bateria in Rio last year,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
and he also was uh, he lived in Istanbul for a while,
Hmm.
and yeah,
No.
so he always supported me to just building the bateria and learning other instruments and teaching everyone. So he also came once after he moved from Istanbul, he came back for a workshop to when we are first starting Istanbul School of Samba. He came here to just make a workshop to the new guys, and yeah, he's a really good friend, and I want to thank him. Without him I couldn't manage to just go these a lot of festivals and everything.
Hmm.
And so I also should mention like the workshops with Dudu Fuentes
Hmm.
in Brazil and Gabriel Policarpo. I love him. I can say. Yeah, because I, as a person as well, but also the approach to the music.
Yeah.
I found him very similar to me because, of course, we love traditional samba and the basics, everything okay, but just to create something new is another page of the
Yeah.
story. So
Yeah.
that's also me into create some new stuff with just mixing up with different genres, so that he helped me a lot to improve my playing repinique.
Mhm.
Also Vaginho, the repiki, you
Yeah.
knew them, and Bruninho. I just had a chance to work with all these incredible guys. uh, Also like Talita,
Hmm.
you already met her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like also she helped me to just learn how to play tambourine in her workshop. I think it was in Mallorca or somewhere.
Hmm.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, so in a summary, like I was very lucky to meet all these incredible people, and they just gave me a lot of things that I didn't even dream of. So like uh, I have also close friends, even if they are not some like masters or something, but they're playing like me, like around 10, 15 years. And every
Mm-hmm.
single player, I think they can learn from each other. So that
Yeah.
I'm always open to learn. In Samba, we should leave our egos and
Mm-hmm.
uh, just support each other, because it's also a problem in big communities.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who will play what and who play the signals and everything. So that's always a issue in big
Yeah.
baterias.
Yeah.
So I'm always open to learn from each other and support each other. So even I can say sometimes I really learn from a beginner,
Mm-hmm.
because yeah, he or she just ask a questions and you said, oh, I never think about this way. So that it will
Yeah.
also gives you an idea to see things in a different way, make it a little bit easier, because every people has a different way of learning. So as a teacher, I can
Mm-hmm.
say, because I also give some drum lessons, percussion lessons, and also teaching samba. So every child, every woman, every man, they are unique and they have their different learning styles. So you should be find the way which is the best for exact person,
Hmm.
because maybe
Yeah.
your way doesn't work for them. So
Right.
that's the biggest starting point. So like I always say, whenever you don't understand anything, please uh, ask me, and we can just try in a different way. I mean, telling the same
Mm-hmm.
thing, but as you understand, because it's normal. Uh, I was talking about someone messaged me today, and she just told me about dance stuff. She knows it as a samba only as a dance. So she said, "Okay, sorry, it's my mistake. I never learned or uh, read about this." So she used a bad word for it herself.
Oh.
But I said no worries, because we're not born with samba,
Hmm.
Yeah.
because yeah, we are in Turkey and samba is not our culture, of course. So but like if you're interested, you're always welcome. You can join our rehearsals, see what's going on. If you want to play something, just come and try, because we also have, like, on Tuesdays we used to have beginner uh, rehearsal, I can say. So like everyone is invited. So but we want them to continue every week. So then of course some of them are more talented and more active, like, and more motivated into playing one specific instrument, and their energy is a little bit higher than the others, so that you can realize uh, that we can include them into the bateria later, after some learnings and
Mm-hmm.
practicing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the way we try to extend our bateria. So like we make beginner classes. So some of them which we found more successful, and like with the energy, with the positivity, uh, with beautiful, I mean, contribution to the bateria. So we just want them to include in the bateria, be part of the family,
Yeah.
not like only a samba course, what they pay for, like a hobby, but we want them to just live together, this as a culture.
There's a picture floating around out there of you guys, like your bateria and you
Video too.
being suspended way up in the air at a performance.
Yeah.
Can you tell us, like what that was, how that worked, and
Of course.
B, how did you convince your people? Like a lot of folks are afraid of heights. Like how did you convince them to
Yeah,
do that?
yeah. I would love to tell about it because it was like one of the it was like one of the most like it was like a climbing mountain. Maybe looks harder than that. So like there was a mayor actually, old mayor, and our brass players they got used to play in those districts band, you know. And this
Hmm.
mayor he asked them to just make something very surprising and very unusual, not done before. So and the guys just came and asked to us, so guys, what we can do not done before. And once I just saw I just saw this in Rio, like I just saw a video a couple of years ago. It was like in the morning and not at night and with big production, but there were some guys, they were hanging and playing samba. So I just saw it before, and I said, you know, the most amazing thing I saw is like the guys, they're hanging in the air and they're playing samba. They did it in Rio once, so if they have courage to do that, I can recommend this to make, you know. And then they also support our crazy idea. Mm,
That's awesome.
and actually it was also I should mention, because it was the event was on the day, it's called Victory Day, so it's a big
Hmm.
fest. It's a special day for Turkey. And yeah, because of some issues I don't remember exactly, but as far as I remember, it's because of some terror attacks or something. The government wants to skip the celebrations in the country. So there was a rumor about this. So like it's not allowed to celebrate on the day or something like this. And so that the slogan was, if we're not allowed to celebrate on the ground, we will celebrate in the air. So but yeah, it was to be honest, it was scary for me, like because
Yeah.
when we're up, so there was a big truck. I don't know the name in English, but you can imagine there was a big truck. So like there are ropes coming from it, and all these. I think we were like 20 or 30 people hanging in the air with brass players as well. So like when we're on the air, I was really scared. Like so we get shot, you know. Here.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's contrary for idea for some other half of Turkey maybe, so that it's a
Wow.
protest in a
Yeah.
way. So that
Right.
and like
Hmm.
before the show, it's or some because we make some rehearsals in the morning time
Hmm.
one day ago, and when we're rehearsing, like some people they are going to their jobs and stuff, they see us and they took some videos before the show, I mean the rehearsal,
Hmm.
because it's
Uh-huh.
in the air so you cannot hide, you know. So
Like,
like
what
even
are these
those
people doing?
yeah, they recorded, and like in the on the same day we just saw the videos, watched millions before the show. So like all the TV channels and their websites, everything, they started sharing this video, and of course they are aware of what we will do on that specific day, so that all these TV channels recorded it and make interviews and just shared our videos on the news. So yeah, of course there wouldn't be a good promotion at the end, like because when we are doing this, it was like told us, it was told like we will do this, and we will do this in different countries, different festivals. So it's all set up and stuff. So, but it wasn't. It's not happening. So we made it 2 times.
Hmm.
Somehow it's blocked. I don't know the details,
Mm.
but it didn't happen. We did it 2 times. Once it was that night. It was amazing because like we're in the air, and there was a what is called anchor or some. There are two people there. They're just talking about us and just motivate the crowd and stuff. So like
Hmm.
they said, we put some lights on our heads as well. So and when we click some buttons, the lighting is changing as well.
Right.
So when we change the songs, the lighting on our head is also changing. So it was
Nice.
like exactly be on the in the air. So it was, yeah, one of the memories I have never forgot. And it was amazing. So after we did it, when we got into the ground, uh, it was like the feeling. How can I describe? For example, you made a boat trip for long days or for long
Mm.
hours. So
Hmm.
then when you get to the ground, it was like the ground is like slipping under you.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
so it was really similar to that feeling, but
Hmm.
the feeling was you're still in the air.
Sure.
Yeah.
So after you get back. So
That's
yeah, of
funny.
course, some of us are very scared, and just one surdo player couldn't play and stopped. He's not playing, and
Mm.
he's
Oh
like
man.
downstairs. That I was in the
Scared.
middle
Yeah.
because I play the repique calls and stuff to everyone can hear me. I was in the middle,
Yeah, you
so
were
I
kind of
was
out
just,
front, like dangling in front of them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, on the front one, he's directing the brass players, the one
Oh,
Mm.
I
in
thought that
the
was you.
up.
I see.
Yeah,
Could you
I
guys
was
hear
in
each
the.
other? How was the sound? Could you
Yeah,
hear?
there are microphones on each other.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so yeah, we hear it. But I saw the guy. He's not playing surdo. He was on downstairs, and I just shout him, "Come on, play the surdo!" So so somehow he was shocked, and then he got himself like, back, and he started
Right.
playing again. So
So
it was a
how long
really.
were you suspended in the air?
It was like not more than 30 minutes, but yeah,
Oh,
around
okay.
20-30 minutes.
How did that harness feel if you were hanging there for did did it hurt or were you comfortable hanging there?
Yeah, first
Is I guess.
first it's not exactly, it's not comfortable because it's we're doing it for the first time, and it was
Mhm.
like the ropes, like because our legs are like on the air, so
Mhm.
and the ropes is like uh, finished in our middle of the body, so that our
Mhm.
legs are in emptiness.
Right.
So yeah, for the first 5-10 minutes for me, I can say it was like I couldn't move. I
Mm.
just tried to play. Only I think about my hands, and
Yeah.
also we put a lot of sticks
Oh,
if it
yeah.
If you
falls
jump.
down. Yeah,
Sure.
and also the instruments. There are some mountain guys use it. Not to, how can I say? Yeah, there are some
Like rock
equipments.
climbing. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So we also use those to keep our instruments
Mm.
attached to us.
Oh, like
Oh, I see.
So
carabiners or something like that.
yeah, because
Yeah.
there are people downstairs, and if we fell,
Oh.
yeah, I mean, so it was a
Yeah.
little bit dangerous,
Mhm.
of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but fun. Yeah, and the lights, all the crowds just put their how can I say, this their phones up with the lights, so it was like a light sea
Oh.
we
Oh,
see, and yeah,
cool.
it
Yeah.
was very cool. Yeah.
We will post
Oh, that's
links to that
Yeah, yeah.
so
There
people
are
can check
some
it out.
videos.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you can find it in Istanbul School of Samba account in YouTube.
Awesome.
If
I took
someone is,
that picture. I found that picture on your Instagram page and I posted it to the WhatsApp channel for
uh-huh,
the
yeah.
group here, and I told them, hey, next rehearsal we're going to be working on this.
Great,
This is
great.
what we're
Yeah,
doing.
yeah, actually, since we have a lot of friends in different countries who are in love with samba, so when we go to next Coburg festival, because there are some people, they have same picture
Mm.
on
Hmm.
their phone, and they're showing me this is the guy. They are in the air. They make us a little bit famous. Yeah, so it's a nice memory for
Yes.
all of us. So I hope we can do it again
You
if
went
give me a
viral.
chance again. Yeah.
Yeah,
So lovely one.
that's cool. So you've taken your whole group to Coburg, right? You've traveled there and
Yeah,
performed at the Coburg Samba
yeah,
Festival?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. We
that's
made
great.
it twice. Yes, we made it twice. But yeah, if the pandemic should let us, it will be more. But yeah, I think coming years we always love to be there, and also a lot of people join us from different countries as well.
That's
So
cool.
we will be a bigger family when we
Yeah.
meet all these friends and play together again. Of course, we join to other baterias as well to support
Hmm.
them and just play with them.
I
It's
would love to
always
go to that
Yeah,
festival
it
at some
sounds look
point. That would be
yeah,
so
me
looks
too.
cool.
so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I was like, I don't even remember, but maybe for the last 10 years, I was every year I played at least with 4 or 5 baterias. So it was like
Hmm.
changing the shirts and running to
Yeah.
other show. So it's always so intense and fun and just perfect time.
And does
I
the
just
festival
want,
provide you with a little bit of travel expense, like a little bit of money to
yeah,
help get your
yeah,
group
yeah.
there?
Yes, they make not so much, but yeah, it helps us
Right.
anyway.
A little
Because
bit, yeah.
next time it will help more because the euro gets higher in Turkey, so that it will be
Yeah.
more
Right.
money for us.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but they also provide a place to stay and food and
Right.
everything.
Oh, that's great.
So yeah,
Right.
it's yeah, because when you think about like hundreds of groups joining there and they're
Yeah.
eating, staying, and playing, so it's a huge
Yeah.
organization.
Yeah. It's a cool thing. I don't know how they pull it off.
I know it because I'm always organizing. Yeah, I'm the one
Hmm.
who organize all these transports, all these passports of
Mm.
every member,
Yeah.
and of course there will be problems when we're taking some visa and everything. So
Yeah.
some years we lose our players because they
Yeah.
couldn't get visa on time or denied
Yeah.
this kind of things.
Right.
So yeah, but it's
Yeah.
fun. So
It's really a cool thing. I would love to talk to the people who organize it because that's such a awesome thing that happens.
yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
So, and I miss it so much.
Yeah.
I mean, any samba festival, I can say.
Yeah.
Because, like, I was in Rio last year, and it was my first time in Rio.
Hmm.
So, yeah, after I saw the carnival there, like, I was like, wow, I should be here every year. And then I stayed there about a month. It was amazing. Like I played with a lot of people. So then when I got back, the pandemic starts like 2, 3 days later.
Mm.
Yeah.
So we just closed to our homes and it still continues. So that yeah, I'm very excited to be on the next Rio Festival as well, Rio Carnival. That's my like life goal, for every year.
Yeah, I wish we had something like Coburg here. That would be cool.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah. Diana, do you have anything?
Um,
I told you I love speaking so much. And thank you guys. It was really fun to
Uh,
talk to you and about samba and every issue we can mention.
yeah,
You're
it's
doing a great job.
thank you for
thank
coming
you.
on and sharing um, about what you're doing there. Everybody, every country is a little bit of a different story about how it
Yeah,
works.
of
But
course. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Hmm. Yes, I want to
yeah,
go
So,
back to Istanbul. I loved it there, so I'll meet you one day.
we're waiting for you.
I love
Because
it
it's
there.
also good that when people are visiting Istanbul, I got some WhatsApp messages or some calls from friends from different countries, and they said, "Oh, my friend is coming, and he play kaisha, she plays surdo, she's shokali player." So I said, "Okay, the time is our rehearsal time is this, so just we connect somehow, and they join us, we play, and also in some." Like if they are lucky on the weekends, if we have a show after the rehearsal, we will also invite them to play on the show. We gave our shirts and everything,
Mm, mhm.
so it will be a lovely memory, in Istanbul. So they, when they're back, they told, "Oh, it was crazy in Istanbul. We joined to the rehearsal. We went to their show. It's amazing." So that
uh,
the others also just found us easily, which makes us very happy, to meet all people in Istanbul and play together.
Yes, it's
yeah,
great to have those connections.
Yeah, yeah. So in this way, Samba is the perfect connection to the world
yeah,
Mhm.
for us to. Because I traveled a lot to different countries, and sometimes I also get some difficulties to just prove myself at the beginning.
Mhm.
Of course, Samba people and Samba community is always very invited and like lovely, perfect, fun. But sometimes, like not everyone, but people just ask me, "Oh, where are you from?" I said, "I'm from Turkey." And then sometimes it's like, "Oh, what are you doing here? So you get all the way from Turkey to play here?" Yeah, I said yes. So people at the beginning, they find it very strange, because
hmm
mostly in the festivals and everything, I was the only Turkish guy.
Mhm.
Of course there are some, but they already live in other countries, not in Turkey.
mm,
So that they started to tell me like the ambassador of Turkey, Samba, Samba ambassador of Turkey.
The
But
unofficial ambassador.
yeah. So yeah, I'm happy to hear that, because somehow after but it mostly always happens the same thing. Like after I start playing, all these difficulties just dismissed. I mean, just gone when when people see me playing. "Oh, you're really into samba," and so they are surprised, I can say.
hmm
Yeah, but even in Rio, because I started to learn some Portuguese with some apps,
Mhm.
just to survive in Rio, you know. So, like with Brazilian people, I really cannot speak a proper Portuguese, so
Mhm.
that some words, some couple of sentences to just talk about me. But so again, the music connects us,
yeah,
Right.
After I started playing, they said, "Oh, come Turco." They hug me and they just, I feel like I'm home again. So
Mhm.
like every time it happened. So it's really good feeling, I can say. Wherever you are, after you played, everyone just hugs you and just accept you as you are. So that's a very huge thing, I believe, because
Hmm.
in except samba, most people couldn't manage it, or in a lot of communities, it doesn't work like this. So that it's the perfect thing, I can say, like a family wherever you are.
Yeah, totally. That's a great description. Like
Especially
a
with
like a
with
family.
Europe, you're able to travel to other countries for workshops, and just you can speak the same language.
Yeah,
Love samba.
and yeah, I found myself very lucky in my life, and also in samba, because I actually was playing drums, like the drum set. I was playing with rock bands and metal bands. Like I played funk, ska, reggae, a lot of different genres with different bands. uh, but I can say I couldn't find this huge energy in any genre. So
Mm,
samba really affected me in my heart, so it just hits me, because also more than 10 years I was into energy stuff,
Hmm.
like reiki it's called,
hmm.
Hmm.
but I'm not carrying the flag, but it's only for me, to balance my energy and also give some energy to people. So I think it also helps to manage the bateria,
Hmm.
because
Yeah.
sometimes people are very demotivated and like sad, because in daily life everything can happen, and they come to
Sure.
the rehearsal, and when I believe that when they see me, uh, I should affect people in a positive way and just accept them again in the family.
Mm,
Whatever it happens, we are here, we're sharing the good energy, we will give a hand,
mm,
so to feel better. So I find it very important, just not just playing together and going to drink and having fun, but
yeah.
this is also important to be a family with good energies. Of course, it's good. It's normal to feel bad sometimes, but uh, samba school should be like whatever you feel, how bad a day was,
Hmm.
when you come to the rehearsal or going to play in a performance or gig, you should be in the moment and get the
Hmm.
perfect energy from the others, even if you're not so high.
Hmm.
Right.
So like, yeah, I believe it so much, I
Yeah.
mean,
It can heal you,
yeah,
I
of
believe.
course,
Yeah.
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 So that's our main idea, I mean, in our summer school. So
Yeah.
now people started to ask me, so when is your next parade and stuff. People sending me messages and asking me the next thing coming.
Hmm.
So, because normally, as I said, on the 29th of October, it's the biggest parade we have. So we
Hmm.
played on the Bada Street, but it was like more than 10,000 people on the
Wow.
street.
Wow.
So like it will be always crazy. And yeah, the dancers, the players, they want to join us. But I'm not sure about this year. I hope we can manage it. But as I told you, we have a place problem still.
Right.
So that,
Hmm.
yeah, if we can just solve it nearby, like
Hmm.
soon, so that I we try to organize it as well. So like fingers crossed.
Hmm.
Yes.
So, is there anything that we didn't ask you that you would like to share with the audience who's
uh,
listening?
I think I already talked a lot. Of course, the
That's
audience
perfect.
is not getting bored of my stories.
No, it was
Not at
perfect.
all.
So like I'm very happy that you that having me in this session, and like I think it's the first Turkish guy, right? In
Yeah.
your show.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah, and nice to meet you again.
You as
Yes,
well.
nice
Thank
meeting
you so
you.
much.
um, so like actually, I wanna mention that it will be a surprise for everyone because like I'm working on a new project. Of course, it's linked to samba again.
Mhm.
Yeah, and we will do it with the members of our school again,
Cool.
but it will be a different name and different concept
Hmm.
we are planning.
Oh,
So I hope, yeah, I hope we will just make it live, and I will be very happy to share with you guys.
Yeah, let us know.
But
We'll help you promote it.
yeah,
That'd be
of
cool.
course,
breaking
Yeah.
news.
yeah, yeah. So I will just put it like a secret or like mysterious thing,
Ooh.
so that everyone should follow me and Istanbul School of
Yeah,
Samba to get
Awesome.
notified.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Perfect.
fun.
that's what I want to say.
Great. Well, thank you again, Chara. It was great talking to you and hearing about your group.
Yeah, for me as well. Thank you very much. Thanks for letting me to just speaking a lot again.
No, we love it.
So next time, I hope we just see each other face to face,
Yeah.
like on the
Mm-hmm.
same place, and also play together, dance together.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the main thing which is missing.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
yeah, dreaming about it is also good for now.
Yeah. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. It's always really cool to meet people around the world who are playing this music and exploring it and getting good at it and teaching others and just having fun. So
Yeah, such good enthusiasm for it.
yeah, totally. The ambassador of Turkey, or the Turkish ambassador.
The samba ambassador.
Yeah, that's cool. If you want to hear more and see those photos of them all suspended in the air, it's definitely worth a look. We'll have that posted on our website, thebrazilianbeat.com. You can see all the links to different events and things that they do, and their Instagram and social media. Everything will be there. Thebrazilianbeat.com.
So we have a shout out tonight. We have a shout out today. This is from Michael Anderson from London, Ontario, Canada. He sent us a really great couple emails with suggestions and just really had some great ideas. So thank you so much, Michael. It's always great to hear from listeners.
Yeah, a podcast listener, Go Samba customer, and
That's right.
a donator to Hichimo Solidario. So
Yes, that's right.
he hit all levels. Yeah, so thanks, Michael.
Dica do dia! So, dica do dia. We have two expressions in Portuguese: todo dia and o dia todo. So, todo dia, when todo comes before dia, then it means every day. So, for example, eu cozinho todo dia ou todos os dias. Then it means I cook every day. But if you say o dia todo, coming after dia, then it means the entire day. So if you say eu cozinho o dia todo, then it means you cook the entire day. So if you put todo before dia, it means every day. But if you put todo after dia, then it means the entire day. So very subtle, but it makes a big difference in meaning.
Would that be true for like I ate the entire pizza versus I ate pizza every day?
Okay, so if I say I ate pizza every day, or you eat pizza every day?
I eat pizza every day.
Yeah, so then it would be eu como pizza todos os dias, or todo dia. But then if you want to say that you ate the entire pizza, eu comi a pizza. Then you could use both actually. You can say eu comi toda a pizza or eu comi a pizza toda. Like toda could be in either side of the word pizza. But specifically for dia, if you say todo dia, then it means every day. But o dia todo means the entire day.
Excellent.
So this was Dica do Dia.
Dun dun dun.
All right, we hope you guys enjoyed the Dica do Dia. Luciana's amazing. It's always fun to have her. Diane and I are starting our Portuguese class again.
Another round of
Another
Portuguese.
round.
We've been doing it for a year already now.
I know.
And how's our Portuguese?
That's right. Oh man, I think over the summer I got worse.
Yeah, we had a little break. So
Didn't study as much. Yeah. It'll come back. It'll come back.
looking forward, and we're looking forward to having your bandmate Esteban in there too,
Yeah.
right, Courtney?
Yes.
Shout out to Esteban.
Esteban's going to be there. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Thank you everybody for listening.
Ciao.